What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground going there live today on YouTube again. This time we're going to talk about the Indiana Pacers winning a close one versus the Denver Nuggets. No Jamal Murray again for people that want to know. The season series is tied 1-1 after this game, so there's no clear winner. And just the last time they meet this season, and they might not see each other in the playoffs, but their records are not too much different from each other, which shows you that they have been around the same when it comes to winning against other teams and then winning against each other. Denver Nuggets are 47 and 32 and 25 and 15 at home. And the Indiana Pacers are also 47 wins, but they're 47 and 31 and they're 20 and 20 on the road. The Pacers won this game 125 to 120, so they only won by 5 points. But Denver started off the game with a 33 to 24 first quarter. Then they slowly started losing the lead because the second quarter they lost it 37 to 33. The third quarter they lost it 37-31. In the fourth quarter they lost 27 to 23. So they lost three straight quarters, even in the second half, even in the quarter that you have to win. And that's why they ended up losing this game. The Pacers slowly start taking away, taking away, taking away. Then they was able to get ahead and close it out. Highly impressive for them to be able to do it because Denver is one of the tougher teams to stop, especially because Nikola Jokic was healthy this game. And yes, he had a 40-point triple double. We're used to it, but we do have to give this man credit for being so dominant consistently and being so dependable, even with his health. That is amazing to see Jokic play the game of basketball. I try to watch every single game that he plays, not because he inspires me to be a great player, but it's just something that is so fun to watch and good to see. And it's just a beautiful style of play that he has, and the elegance of knowing how he has to support his teammates and make their jobs easier while they also do the same for him. And him just playing in a playground with some guys that fit him to like a glove, and it is just him just trying to go out there and figure out where to use it there and where to use it this way. And it's just so easy for him to do it. And they didn't play that many guys, and they usually don't do it no more. But they're still going to be a tough out in the playoffs just because you don't know what he's going to do and how he's going to do it. And you don't really know what his teammates are going to do because some guys are going to be hot, some guys are going to be cold, some guys going to step up, some guys going to fade away. And that's just how the Denver season has gone. And that's why they didn't really win 50 games. They still have a chance to, but that's one of the biggest reasons. They depend a lot on Jokic, and they just don't have enough guys that can do it each and every night, like Jokic and sometimes Murray or Aaron Gordon or Michael Porter. But sometimes they have good games or okay games, and that's just not enough to beat the better competition. And the Nuggets have shown that this year that some teams are just better than them, some teams are just more consistent, and some teams just don't get as predictable as they do, even though they're still a tough team to beat. But the Indiana Pacers, they won, so we're going to talk about them first. Obi Toppin has really been a good player for them, just a really great fit for them. The ability to be strong in the paint and also be able to knock down threes and rebound and just be a floor spacer. He was 9 of 18 from the field, 4 of 9 from three, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 personal foul, 22 points. Aaron Neesmith, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 of them being offensive, with 3 steals and a block and a personal foul, plus 7 and plus minus. He has 17 points. And then Miles Turner was huge for them. 24 points with just picking good spots to score in, good shot selection. 8 of 16 from the field, 4 of 10 from three. He was also 4 of 4 from the free throw line because he got to the basket and finished there too. He also had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks when it was needed, throughout the game. And a personal foul, he was a +3 and plus minus and led the Pacers with 24 points. Andrew Nembhard, he need games like this where he can really help with his scoring. He was 8 of 14 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He did get 6 assists, and he also got 4 rebounds and an offensive rebound out of that with 2 steals and 4 personal fouls. He's a +1 and plus minus. He finished with 19 points. And then Tyrese Halliburton, 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He ended up getting 14 assists, and those helpers really balanced out their offensive attack. He had 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul. Jarris Walker, 4 or 5 from the field, 3 or 3 from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, +1 and plus minus. He had 11 points. Johnny Furphy ended up going 0-2 from the field and 0-1 from 3, but he still got 4 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive with an assist and a personal foul. And that was it for his night. Thomas Bryant did some good, solid defensive things, but he still scored. He was 3 of 7 from the field, but he went 0 of 4 from 3, but his teammates had his back. He still went 1 of 1 from the free throw line with 4 rebounds. 1 of them was offensive with a steal, 2 blocks, and 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls, +3 and plus minus, 7 points. Jokic is a big body. You want to slow him down and give him different looks and try to make his job just tough as it can be. And I think they tried to do that, and they did a good job. Tony Bradley played 2 minutes. He didn't really do nothing but get a personal foul. He was a -1 and plus minus. TJ McConnell at the mid-range going and staying in that painted area. He finished 6 of 13 from the field, attempted no threes or no free throws, but he did play at his pace and found ways to find guys while he still was scoring. So he finished with 6 assists and 12 points with 3 boards, 1 of them being offensive with a steal, a personal foul, a +6 and plus minus. And Benedict Mathurin, 0-3 from the field, 0-1 from 3. He was 4-4 from the free throw line. He did still get 5 boards, 4 assists, and a steal, 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul. He was a +5 and plus minus. Didn't shoot the amount of shots he normally takes, but he did only play 21 minutes, and it made sense for him not to be that much of a fixture in the offense when they already really had it going before he even got in there. So he might as well play with the high hand and just try to help the team out in other areas. And at least he was able to accept that and do that tonight. The rest of the guys did not play. Coach's decision, 46 of 96, 47% from the field, 15 of 44, 34% from 3, 18 of 21, 85% from the free throw line, 41 rebounds, 34 assists, 10 steals, 7 blocks, 6 turnovers, and 17 personal fouls. And then the Denver Nuggets, Aaron Gordon was really held down. Like, he needed to have more. He was 2 of 5 from the field. He finished with 5 points because he went 0-1 from 3 and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds for him, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and a personal foul. He was a +4 and plus minus. He just can't have games like that, especially in the playoffs, or this team ain't going nowhere. Michael Porter Jr. On the other side, he took a lot of shots. He was 6 of 14 from the field, but he was only 1 of 9 from 3. That can't happen either. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 boards, 2 of them offensive, 4 assists, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, -4 and plus minus 15 points. Nikola Jokic, 8 of 33, 18 of 33 from the field, but he was only 3 of 11 from 3. If you're going to take that Jokic, we're cool with it, even though he's knocking it down, but you rather him do that than bang in the paint and score on you and pick apart the defense with his passing, whether it's the shooters or cutters. He did that anyway, while still scoring in the paint because he's just that good. But that's what you want to try to do to neutralize him as much as you can. 2 or 3 from the free throw line. He did have 15 boards. 3 of them was offensive with 13 assists and 2 steals and a block. He did have 4 turnovers, but he didn't have any personal fouls in 39 minutes, which is great. He was a +1 and plus minus, and he had 41 points. Just devastation to the Indiana Pacers defense all night. And this is what the man does. You know, he's in a super max because not only is he a 3-time MVP, he led a team to a championship, and he led the Denver Nuggets to the playoffs again. And he stayed healthy for basically the entire season for the most part. Jalen Pickett was a beneficiary of some of them Jokic assists. He was 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, a +9 and plus minus with 4 points. Christian Braun, 12 of 16 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 30 points. 8 rebounds, one of those offensive with 4 assists, 3 personal fouls, and a +4 and plus minus. Peyton Watson, 1 or 2 from the field, 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 3 blocks, 2 turnovers, -14 and plus minus. He only had 3 points. He needs to do more. I know he did a good job of protecting the paint to a certain extent, but offensively needs to bring that too. DeAndre Jordan was 0-2 from the field, 0-2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 was offensive, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 personal foul, -6 and plus minus. And Russell Westbrook had a good game, 6 of 10 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3, 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He did have 5 rebounds and he did have 4 assists. He only had 1 turnover. Everybody been getting on his case about that, but he did have 4 personal fouls in 24 minutes. That's a lot. Got to calm that down a little bit in the next couple of games. A -14 and plus minus. He led the bench for 16 points. Was the only guy to get double figures in the statistical category of any sort of, besides, points. He was able to do it for the statistical category of double figures. He was the only guy to get that tonight in any other category too. Julian Strawther, 3 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, 3 rebounds, 1 block, 2 personal fouls, and a -6 and plus minus. He finished with 6 points. And, the bench didn't do terrible. They did do some other things besides scoring. That's always a good thing to see, but they just wasn't as needed as the starters played really good. I know it was 2 starters in that starting lineup that didn't get double figures, but it was only 1 guy that got double figures off the bench, and he played a good chunk of minutes himself around what Jalen Pickett played, and that was Westbrook. So I guess you could have just swapped them out, but then you just lose all your depth because nobody really stepped up like Russell Westbrook did off the bench tonight. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision. They did go 50 of 93, 53% from the field. Problem was they went 8 of 31, 25% from 3. And they also went 12 or 18 from the free throw line. That's 66%. That just can't happen in close games when every possession matters, when you're trying to win. And that's your mentality should be every game. 47 rebounds for Denver. They won that battle. They lost the assist battle with 33. They also had less steals with 2. They also tied with blocks with 7. They committed more turnovers with 13. And they was about even in the personal fouls that they committed with 17 apiece. And this is a fantastic game from Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, but it just wasn't enough to beat the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers have been good all year, though. They had a bad start, then they start figuring things out, then they start winning games that they should, then they started getting a little bit healthier, and then it was just about knowing their roles, playing their style and their brand of basketball, and just going out there and competing at the highest level that they can. And their record is respectable. Their play is respectable. They're just not a team that you look at that you're scared of or you feel like you can't beat. They're just a team that plays their style and does it so well that they can beat you at it, and they don't really switch it up too much or change it too much because it works for them. They proved that last year. They've proven that this year, and it's no surprise that they was able to be another good team. It's not. But I do want to see what they're going to do in the playoffs because they're a team that they're just as good as the Knicks to me. They're just as good as the Bucks. They're just as good as the Detroit Pistons. So they can be any of those teams. But I don't see them winning anything further than that because I don't see them beating the Celtics and I don't see them beating the Cavaliers. But they can make it tough. They can make it interesting, and that's fun for the fans. That's fun for competition, and that's part of what makes the NBA so beautiful. So I would love to see them be successful, and I would love them to continue to play this way and stay healthy by the end of the year. So that way, if by the looks of it, they're going to miss the playing tournament, and since they will, they'll be fully healthy, hopefully, and then we can see some great basketball from them in the future, which is about a couple weeks from now. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, do conversation video just like this about NBA only topics and just a various way of talking about those things and different things to talk about in general. I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock drafts and draft coverage. I got over 3,000 videos on my channel that you can check out and see if you want to become a fan or a subscriber. Not only that, Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for appreciating the content. Thank y'all for spending your weekend with me. Thank y'all for checking in on me and seeing what I have to say, seeing what I think about certain things that's going on in the NBA. Y'all been doing that for over 10 plus years. So let's continue to do it like we did in 15, like we did in 14, like we did in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Because I've been doing good the first 4 months, and I need you guys to continue to do y'all part as fans, like y'all been doing so far this year, and continue to bring that positive energy, and I match that energy. Then that's the 50 point that I'm making, and why this channel is still around and people are still talking about analysis like it's a good thing. And that just means I left a positive opinion and impression on you guys, and that's what my goal was to do in the beginning of it, and this is what I still do to this day. Other than that, peace out. Make sure y'all check out my social medias if you haven't. They're on my channel. My email is on my channel if you don't want to leave a comment or you don't want to message me on social media. That's what it's there for. And other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Peace out. And I'll see you guys in the next video with that Houston game.